What's up, everybody? This is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. If you're in here, drop a one in the comments or drop your city and state. Listen, you guys, I had to finish crying. I had like 20 reels in my phone for Instagram, and I thought these are all saved. And I go back, and they was gone. They ain't even in the deleted. I was like, I'm just a woman trying to work hard and do honest work, and my damn reels are deleted. If you know anything about Rule of 22, if you're any of my students in my digital real estate course, the content. But long and the story short, I had several phone calls a day that went a little long. And so I am here. I am here. Drop us one in the comments if you can hear me. Drop your city and state in the chat. Help us out. Like the video, y'all. The likes are free. Now, listen, it would not be a Freedom Friday if we did not address the aliens in the room. ATL aliens, you know who I'm talking about. All right, everybody, listen. Um, Now that I've recovered from my sad tears, let me go ahead and show y'all this information here. You know, I'm all for taking care of ourselves. I'm all for taking care of your body, loving yourself, but we got to chill out here. Feds say woman got $2 million in COVID loans and blew it on a boob job in lipo. Let me keep scrolling down and read you this beautiful news. Ashlee Parker, 39, of Gwinnett County, because Gwinnett is not Atlanta, Gwinnett County, Georgia, was indicted Thursday after the DOJ accused of her submitting dozens, let me say it again, dozens of fraudulent applications on behalf of her own business on behalf of other companies through a tax firm. Let me back that up because this is multiple levels of ridiculous. She submitted dozens of fraudulent applications on behalf of her own business, okay, on behalf of other companies through a tax firm. So, what is this telling you? This girl got the tax racket running. She running the I'ma do your PPP too for you running. This girl doing too much. Prosecutors say Parker used almost $14,000 of that relief cash to pay for several cosmetic surgeries, including liposuction and a breast augmentation. She stands accused of conspiring to commit wire fraud and bank fraud, along with other charges, including conspiracy and money laundering. If convicted, Parker could face 30 years in federal prison plus 5 years of supervised release. See, when they hit you with them long numbers, that's when they want you to rat, is what that is. So let me just keep on going up here. Oh, nope, there you go. But first, let me go the other page. Let me get to the other page. Oh, I got so many of them, y'all. So many. Let me see. And she's a pretty girl. I don't know why she did that. I can show you what she looked like. She's a pretty girl. I don't know why she was cutting on them boobs. Cutting on them boobs. Now, she ain't got to cut on them boobs, okay? Leave them girls alone. Let me see if I can pull it up here with the Googles. Give you an image of her. Show me your face. There you go. Look how, listen. This is my problem, okay, sister? This is the problem, okay? When we got a legit business, we can't be running the funny business through the business, okay? This is Ashlee Parker of Proficient Tax. So proficient, it runs PPP scams through it, okay? No, Ashlee, no. And you're Ashlee like the white girl, Ashley, with the two E's on the end. Ashlee means don't do that shit, Parker. This young lady, all she had to do is keep doing them people taxes. But I'm gonna read. This is from 2020 before she was in trouble. So before we jump into the specific questions about your business, why don't you give us some details about you and your story? Well, in 2005, I graduated from Savannah State University. The semester I graduated, I also gave birth to my son. So my career goals were immediately on halt. Did she say married? No, she said I gave birth. She said I had a wedding that year. No, I gave birth. Okay. But we can't knock people. Babies happen, right? People just fall down pregnant. There is no judgment here at the Classy Climb for people falling down, bewitched pregnant. Okay. Let's be very clear. Y'all say I be making fun of people. I am not. I am not. Okay. Okay. Just for the record, make sure you hit the like button. The likes are free. Okay. Now, let me keep on going. Okay. So they asked her about her business, and she said, prior to my son, my plans were to move to North Carolina. Oh, Jesus. North Carolina and work at a CPA firm right after graduation. I was still living in Savannah with truly little opportunity coming my way. And quite frankly, I was afraid of letting my parents down. I was working for temp agencies and only making $11 an hour. 3 months after graduation, which is 2006, I landed a job with my aunt working for a payroll company as a tax assistant, and I moved to Atlanta the very next week. Now, see, baby, if you went to North Carolina, we wouldn't be on this road, but let's just go on with it. She moved to Atlanta. My salary was $32,500 a year. Although I thought I could and should be making at least 60K, it was not the reality of corporate. Okay. I'm just, y'all, just I'm gonna just skip some of this, blah 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 blah. And you know what? She started after 3 years of working. You know what I'm saying? She started in 2009 Proficient Tax LLC. So it's been Proficient Tax. What's 2020? We 2022, right? Oh goodness, how many years is that, y'all? 2009. She been in business 13 years. Why she playing games, y'all? Okay, let me finish this. I decided to further my education and obtain a master's in accounting and financial management in 2010. A month after graduation, I found out I was pregnant again with my daughter. I can't, y'all. I was pregnant with my daughter. The reality of my urgency to increase my income became a reality. Now, you already had a son. Oopsie baby one. We gave you a break. Now we on oopsie baby number two. Nowhere in this article she talking about a husband. Nowhere. But I'll continue because accidents happen, even twice. Okay, I worked for several corporations over a span of 14 years. That means she was job hopping. But it wasn't until my last 4 years where I understood the purpose of being in corporate America. I used this time to understand the different aspects of business structure, from marketing, organizational flow, forecasting, and budgeting, and customer service. I was so intrigued with the many facets of running a business. I became a shining star within my organization, and I am going to be honest. It was not because I was all interested in growing the company I was working for, but I was learning skills to grow my own business. And I'm loving it. That's literally what it says right here, y'all. I can't, y'all. Anyway, y'all, listen, I can't read this whole thing to you in that voice. I can't. My head's starting to hurt already. We'd love to hear more about your business. At Proficient Tax LLC, my first goal was to make sure my clients understand the basics of taxes. Okay, but nothing in this world is certain except death and taxes. I do not want any of my clients dying worrying about their tax situation. Although I specialize in individual and business taxes, I offer other services. Cough on cough on cough. Do you know what that means? The other services. Okay, because I have extensive finance background, I also coach businesses on how to grow their business and maintain profitable margins. I've also been known as the trucker's accountant, which is expected because my family's trucking business. In addition to being well-diverse accountant and tax preparer, I've also attained my real estate license. I saw this as a way to help my clients find great investment that will benefit them in the tax years to come. Now, listen, honey, this is a lot. I'm already stressed. Okay. We got a tax office business. We coaching people on their business. We got a real estate license. Went and got an MBA. Now you got two babies. That's a lot, y'all. I'm tired already for her. Okay. Long story short, she says it here. She had 25 clients the first year she starts her businesses. So Atlanta is a great city to start any business. There's over 332 million people in the United States, and just about everyone needs their taxes filed. Such a job. And this is where you can find her. Ashlee, I am proficient at Proficient Tax right here. You can go right here. Not the Outlook, y'all, with the bodysuit. The superhero PT on the titties. I can't. Listen, I get it. I get it. I mean, I get it. Okay, girl, you're in Atlanta. Okay, right? But that's a lot. You can't be proficient in taxes and sell real estate. They're two very in depth things. Yeah, that's really a lot. That's a lot, sister. Ooh, I'm tired already for her. God bless her. But what I'm hearing is she's working all these things. She's doing all these companies and this stuff. And then what happened? Listen, she fell down. She did. Job hopping, bed hopping. Oh my God. Those you said it, I didn't. Why am I reading it like that? Because she is from Savannah. Okay, Savannah, Georgia. Okay, I'm from North Carolina. That's we have the same voices, but it's close. Again, having children early can potentially hurt your career prospects because tax and accounting is super busy during tax season. People can make good money if they work long hours. How you do one thing is how you do everything, you know? They're very busy businesses. I don't even know how she could do so much stuff. Um, yeah, she could have been a tax accountant for real estate investors and made big cash. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You like it? Hey, 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 each person is different. Oh man, I'm gonna go on Instagram and it's 107 people in here. Hit the like button, y'all. You know, I try to bring quality conversations about how to move this money around in this economy. And many of you don't appreciate me having to read stupid. Okay. This doesn't make sense sometimes when I read these articles and think, why did you think that was a good idea? Why? Why, baby? Okay, so let me go ahead and go find this page. Lord. And she's a Delta. Oh, baby. The Deltas be taking L's every day. Every day. They laugh. Ooh, Jesus. Okay, y'all ready? Let's go ahead and see this Instagram. Like the video. Like the video, please. Thank you. Have a great day. Let me see. This is Ashley J. I am proficient tax, multi-million dollar producer, your favorite tax preparer and realtor. Delta, Delta. Then we scroll down. Okay, ma'am, what does any of this have to do with taxes? Why are you naked? Oh, she done cleared that page off. She done cleared that page out because the man's out here. Okay, so this is October 31st. Okay, I think she fell pregnant again, y'all. I don't know. I'm concerned. I think she fell pregnant again. I'm reading it. Oh, okay, maybe not. Okay, all right. Let me go here. This is pregnant for sure. Or that's a kneecap. That might. Oh, that's a kneecap. Okay. All right. Right. Well, I don't know what this has to do with. It's a good body. I don't know. I ain't gonna hate on her now. Yeah, I'm not hating on it. Shit, I'll take them abs. I only got one right now. I take 4. Y'all, she done cleared this page out, y'all. She tagged in some stuff now. But she done cleared this page out. She done cleared it out because it had more stuff on it. Okay. So, what do we learn from this, you guys? I mean, I'm gonna click on here. I don't know why, but we're gonna do it. Oh gosh. Oh, a lot of breasticle there. A lot of booty. She's got the white. Okay, we're going out to the clubs. We walking. Okay. Hey, she's at the gym. Okay. She's here. It's gym. Okay. Club and gym. She doing real estate. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. So she's selling real estate, y'all. She's making sales. Okay. So listen, I'm all for supporting folks, when they're trying. I support them. Okay. Like she's selling houses. Here's proficient tax. It's right here. She's doing taxes and stuff. There's a billboard. Okay. Okay. So listen, y'all, no press is bad press, I guess. I just don't know what to tell you. Now, when people say, Erica, you're picking on one person, stop picking on people. You're picking on people. No, 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 no. I'm going to show y'all. There is a tracker. Let me see if I pull it up. I have it in here somewhere. Hold on. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So this is a CARES Act fraud tracker. Because y'all be like, you're picking on people. You're picking on people. I'm really not. And on a serious note, I'm going to say this really quickly. I know people think that I'm being mean. Okay. But let me tell you, if you are I found out today, another YouTuber who died in their 50s, had no life insurance, and their family is now having to do a GoFundMe here on YouTube. And I'm not picking, but I want to remind y'all, if you are a man or a woman over 40, please go ahead and get that life insurance. Your family did not sign up to be ridiculed or made fun of on this internet because you did not take care of your business. If you are a 50-year-old man and you are just married and you just had a baby, your number one thing is not clothes, it's not shoes, it's not diapers, it's life insurance. Because you already up the hill. Shit, after 40, you up the hill. But 50, you up the hill. Okay? And so people may be like, Erica, that's really mean of you. I just am saddened to see another YouTuber who openly is very like just again, it's not as bad as found out about another YouTuber who was never divorced giving dating advice. But again, sidebar, just if you are a YouTuber and you're out here with the foolishness, please get life insurance. It's just there's no reason for it. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for it. So let me go ahead. Okay. And all I want is reparations. Hey, the IG page is very official scam page. Just about this Friday. This is my Friday. I got my wine. I'm good. Love hanging with EW. Ding dong. Hey, what's up? She's selling a dream, not the tax. I mean, I just don't understand. Thirst trapping. Okay, her foolishness has nothing to do with reparations. So many people had their publishings land stolen. Yeah, for sure. She went to ATL, morphed into a scammer. I mean, who? IRS hired all those new agents. They come for PPP fraudsters. IRS makes money to justify all the new agents. I mean, the IRS is going to make the next coming years. They're going to squeeze the American middle class to the point that you either have to get big or you're going to be poor. I mean, that's just what it is. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh no, Erica, you're talking bad. Everybody doesn't want to own a business. Everybody doesn't want to do this." It don't matter. The next 10 years is our budget and its projections are so wow that these agents aren't taxing just rich folks. These are coming from the middle class folks. So just keep that in mind. So this is arnoldandporter.com. You can go here yourself. It's CARE Act Fraud Tracker. I'm gonna just tell you like this. If you go here, it starts. You can click the dates like this. Yeah, if you click the date like this will take it to the farthest back. This is January 12th, 2021. Okay. Or you can flip it this way for the latest. This is the latest, right? 10, 20, like basically October. Now you could go through here. If y'all see JT Pocket Watch and tell him he can come on here and he can pull PPP bill every day if you want to do videos. Right here. Y'all tell JT right here. Arnold and Porter. And tell him give me a shout out when he do it. But this will show you the countless people just over and over receiving $1 million, which they are stupid because automatically the audit was for businesses that got received $1 million. A lot of businesses received 150 to 350,000. So, like this guy right here got 84,000 for a non-existent company. Let me see here. This person submitted 100 fraudulent applications in Michigan, Indiana, California, Illinois, Arizona. He doing too much. The defendants have alleged to provide false returns. So in total he received $1 million, and that he was not entitled to receive, right? And he got a group of folks. What a dum-dum, right? So then he got his whole family on it like dummies. You go here, another one. It's the same family from that first one. Keep going down. Um, Same. This person, half a million, 565,000. This person here, a million, a million, a million. Egger Baker. Some of these people, and these aren't all black people, you guys. They're white people too. Okay. Wire fraud. Sentenced to submitting 4 applications, 359,000. We go here to the next page. 1,041,000. Akeisha Davis. Alicia Davis. I don't even know how that's spelled. Aleska. Alicia. Okay, I think so. $10,000 back. Calvin Beckford was $10,000 worth it. Never. A million. 41,000. Another mill. Keep going. I mean, like it gets stupid. $20,000. A million. And when the people grew to a million, I'm like, baby, I'm going out the country. I don't know who these dummies are. A million? You thought you was gonna slide and play with the government for a meal? When it hit your bank account, you should have been on the plane in your pajamas, gone forever. Okay, 54,000. And look at these last names. These some Italians. These some Indian folk. This person's Indian with a dot not feather. 250,000. 20K. Melvin DeJohn Williams. See Melvin. You knew with the middle name like that, you can't play that game. Somebody got a million. Tamika Edmonds. Good gracious, girl, sister. I already know. Philadelphia. Ooh. She did all these applications, 100 applications, then sent the shit to a mailbox in Philadelphia. Dummies. Okay, 86,000. This is an institute. This is a nonprofit that they did an audit, and the nonprofit was. Come on, y'all. They got this one. This is a whole family. Look at the last names: Nikolai. These are Polish last names. So the whole Polish family got $16 million. Hold on. Back this up. See, this is the stuff that we ain't heard about. Maja Nikolai. Hold on, let me pull this up right here. See, 2 million. Show me Maja Nikolai. Okay, 7. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. 7 in Chicago. You already know the Polish and the Ukrainians are just taking Chicago down. Chicago, 34. Maja, 33. Maja. These names are hard. Most of them are all 32, 33, 34. Okay. They got $16 million. Oh my yeah, 16. Are they still in the country? You caught them? I'm about to throw up. Ugh. $16 million. I'm going back to Croatia or where Ukraine, wherever this is. Wow times. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I need to see their pictures of their face. Let me see. Hold on. See images. Why do they look exactly like I thought they would look? They look exactly like I thought they would look. Like they going to jail. Like they going to jail. Okay. They wow. See what I'm saying? Let's talk about that. Okay. Let me go back to the tracker. See, they could. Yeah. How about they have no, let me see. So they filled it out under a former's owner's knowledge. So listen, I'm gonna say this and I'm be careful. You know when people be running about these shell companies, y'all, and everybody's like, "Oh, you can do it." Nobody's really recommending you buy shell companies. Uh I apologize. I apologize. It could be. There's a lot of Russian. There's a lot of Polish in Chicago though. So, I'm about to be sick. $16 million, y'all. 16 million. God damn. Ooh, put 16 million in the chat, y'all. Put 16 million in the chat. Okay, let me go here. Let me keep going. Because I feel it's my obligation to help out the people. Realize that so many people are being stupid. This one's Tamika. We saw her name earlier. 1 million. Desmond Williams, 39,000. Go here. 950, basically a million. Lawrence Hernandez, He was fabricating payroll and tax documents. They got him. 3 million. Brian Bushell from with the help of his attorney Tracy Stockton. See, the attorney, she risking it all. She said she don't even care about her life no more. She don't even care about her life. Look, she must be in love. He must be a bum. $3.5 million. Mm, sick. Let me look up these people. Wow, bro. Hold on. Let me just Google check real quick because you see this is the stuff y'all ain't seeing where they ain't bringing these names up into the public. Oh man, I messed up. Okay, here it is. Okay, real quick. Okay, here. Listen, Tracy really risking it. Brian is 47 and Tracy's 64. What's she trying to do? What's she trying to do? That's dumb. Ooh, honey, risking it all. What was he doing for her? He's a purported Orthodox Christian monk. Oh my God. Oh, he's a monk who runs a brewery. Lord. Y'all see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It was all kind of people being stupid. Being stupid. Look at him. Look like he's stealing. He looks sketchy. He look like hippie sketchy, like he grow weed at his house illegally. That's what he look like he do. This man looks like he grows weed at his house illegally. Look at this man. Look at this man. Look at him. Doesn't he look like he grow weed at his house illegally? That's what he look like. That's exactly what he looked like. Oh Lord. Let me go in here and look one more. Let me look one more. That just don't make no sense. I'm trying to figure out what a 63-year-old woman that's an attorney risking it all. You're risking it all, baby? All of it? 64? And then she had a manogram band, monogrammed, $40,000 watch, 42 cases of wine. Oh my God. Just, baby, y'all got to leave the country when y'all do stuff like this. I don't know what y'all thinking. This ain't it. This is not it. All right, let me keep going because I just think, I want to show y'all that the stupid knows no color, knows no bound. Oh, we got a Vietnamese guy, 1.2 million. Nam fam. After acquiring personal identifier information from individuals with similar names, damn, he scammed other Vietnamese people. Damn, that's messed up. Allegedly submitted 24 fraudulent applications for employment insurance and PUA benefits for the California Employment Development Department. He basically directed that unemployment cards issued on behest of EDD be mail drop, basically. And then he took all the money out the bank. Boy, this man, wow, too. Y'all play with anybody, but not the government. Y'all playing with the government like this? Y'all, wow. Y'all are wow. Let me see. See how they hiding his face? Nah, show me some face. Boy, I tell you, they hide faces on certain people, don't they? Let me go back a little. Show me Nam fam. Oh, they had took his family too. Oh no, his family, that was something else they did in the past, 2015. Go back. Show me Mr. Nam fam. Yeah, they hiding his face really well. Isn't that interesting? Let's go. We gonna find a picture of Mr. Nam fam. See how they try to do that, y'all? You can't find him nowhere. Image, please. There we go. Nam fam. Nam fam hiding out there taking the monies. Nam fam. It's a damn shame. All right, so he got 1.2 million. Wouldn't even be here no more. All right, Brandon Salisbury. He is a former IRS agent. Allegedly submitted 4 documents. See, he wild too. Well, let's go ahead and look up Brandon Salisbury for dummy donkey of the day. Oh, is it gonna let me do it? Okay, there we go. Donkey of the day, Brandon Salisbury. No, Brandon. No, he's black, Brian. He's a black Brian. Why, Brian? Oh no. Oh no, he from Memphis. Oh, Brian. Baby, you look too good to be doing that. That's dumb. That's real dumb, Brian. Let me make sure it's the same, Brian. Let's look and See what the report says. 46 years old. He got $500,000. He was seeking 500,000. He got 171,000. He spent a portion on the funds on a Mercedes Benz and deposited additional funds into a personal investment account. Lord, come on, baby. That ain't it. That ain't it, Brian. Come on, Salisbury. That ain't it. No, this is a different one. We ain't slandering this young man. That's a different young man. Let's go back out of here. All right. So, as y'all can see, these folks really don't be, I don't know why they be thinking you could play with the IRS. I hope this ain't him. Is this him? Please no. No, it is him. Damn. Damn. And he was about to run a prominent local real estate developer. Brian, no, baby. Why? Damn. Mm-mm-mm. Charles Walker III, 19,000. That ain't even worth it. 27,000. Oh, this was the person with Cortland was with. He was another IRS employee. He was with the other guy we just saw. Fatina Hewitt. Carmisha Keys. I'm saying that name wrong. She had people's identities, birth dates, social security numbers, and filed a bunch of fraudulence. So she got $1 million. Boy, I tell you, y'all dumb out here. Jesus. Roderick White II, former IRS employee. Oh my God, Roderick, that name DeMarco, Roderick DeMarco, the White II. Sir, I already know what you look like. I ain't even gonna look you up. Chantel Lynn. Tina Humes, a former IRS employee. Y'all playing crazy. Ooh, y'all crazy. They gonna make examples out of y'all. Some more Pennsylvania people. She was with the Department of Labor and Industry, California Development. She was working 2 states. See, she doing too much. Vicky Hefner, Missouri State employee. Goofy. Oh, these people, wow, y'all. This dude got caught for $4,000. Oh, Lord. Jesus. He, October 2020, despite generating at least $4,000 in revenue during the time period by producing and uploading 126 of his YouTube videos. As a result of the fraudulent filings, he received PUA funds totaling $4,000. Baby, just go away. Just leave the country. Y'all just doing too much. Pan African Interchange in Stanley. No, not the Pan Africans. Not the Pan Africans. $208,000. Ramiro de Rosa Mendez. Ramiro de Rosa Mendez. Okay. He owned numerous fake businesses in Beverly Hills. Oh, baby. You wow. $2.2 million. Dedron Jackson. I already know. Robert Hopkins the fourth created shell companies. Again, them damn shell companies. $500,000. Cynthia Hernandez. Okay, she was racking it up. $500,000. Prospect Bank. Wait a minute. Prospect Bank. They gave money to an ineligible borrower. They did a settlement with Prosperity Bank with branches in Texas. They'll go for processing PPP for people who are ineligible. See, my bank won't even dealing with me, and they up there processing fraudulent mess. Oh my God. Listen, this one. Sharnar Every, Natural Hair Afro LLC. Y'all, if y'all don't stop naming these LLCs, this S is services, businesses, and company. That's it. Natural Hair Afro LLC received $1.1 million. They use this fictitious business. First of all, it's a flag already. Natural Hair Afro LLC. If I'm the IRS, I'm like, that already sounds. Flag them. Lord Jesus. Y'all are shocking me with the. Oh my God. It's crazy. Shaquem Hamilton. 2.5 million. She didn't do that by herself. She did not do that by herself. Not 2.5 million. Brian Smith, owner of B. Smith and Companies, received 100,000. Oh my god. Titanic Medical Center, 145,000. Unity Home Care Services, 434,000. Oh, it's in an active business. See, her name is Erica Leanne Watson. Listen, Miss Watson, already you doing too much. It's an active business. Come on, come on, man. Whew. RAH Travel Consulting. Let me go and tell you, Travel Consulting's already flagged, so you know you playing. That's an Italian name I can't say. David Smith. These are some crazy folks, y'all. I just can't even read them all. It hurts me. It hurts me to think that these people ain't smart enough to play this game a lot better. These IRS employees, really? You worked for the IRS. You know this is a roundup coming up. Y'all know this. Y'all know this. So you probably thinking, okay, Erica, that's great. We've gone over enough of the PPP. How are we going to get this to a million? How? Like you, a million to 30 million? Again, a lot of it's going to be real estate and insurance. And I know people don't want to hear that, but I'll do a breakdown in the Wealth Wednesdays, and I'll do a breakdown in the anybody who signed into the digital real estate course. This weekend, we'll talk about captive insurance and how a lot of these people, if they would just funnel some of this money into captive insurance, they'd be in an absolutely different position. Also, on top of that, if they had legitimate businesses that made $1 million, which is not, it's not ludicrous. I can show a lot of people, okay, different companies that people can start that can do this digital real estate, build a band of millions, and actually take the money and make it make sense, invest it so it makes sense. A lot of this stuff we're doing is crazy, right? You would, it's a part of the ladder income conversation, but you basically fill out the ladder: HSA, 401k, SEP, like a lot of the stuff you just fill out the ladder, then you hit the REITs, then you hit the, you just get boom, 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 boom. And so I'm gonna put the slideshow together and go a mil to 30 mil inside the paid wall, and also do it inside of digital real estate. So if you're in the digital real estate class, you'll see it. But again, give me some of your feedback, y'all. Talk to me. A lot of times these people are have on paper a business that they could legitimately run marketing to, legitimately go get some clients, legitimately go hire people, even if it's part time. They could have hired 10, 20 part time people, but no, these dummies. Let me see what y'all saying here. Joshua, if you have employees and you were entitled to it, you're fine. Listen, it was 24 pages, now 77 pages. I'm exhausted at the thought, just at the thought of it. Like, oh my god. The government. So if you notice, if you go watch American Greed, or you watch any of the stuff, a lot of this stuff is already automation. So the government during the Iraq War had a lot of stuff on automation. So it would come through, stamp of approval, and if it had something misspelled, or it had a number was wrong, or a duplicate, it looked like a duplicate, it would get flagged. So American Greed showed where this couple, well, they were twin sisters, were in South Carolina, and they racked up like $15 million on stuff because one day the sister accidentally typed a million instead of like $1,000 for some nuts and bolts to the military. I don't remember how she accidentally did that, but she did, and they paid the money. I think it was like 100,000, and she was trying to type like 10,000, and it was like, oh, then she did it again. Then she did it again, and it wasn't until she sent two exact invoices back to back that the system sent a flag up, like, oh, no, invoice duplicate flag, and then a person had to look at it. So a lot of these banking institutions, the PPP, the same thing with the infrastructure bill, the people doing the funding through businesses, all that government contracts that are coming through, a lot of that stuff is on autopilot until someone has to look at it. So a lot of automation is put into this stuff. That's why. That, yeah, our listen. No, I don't think that's a problem. Honestly, I think it's just internal. Listen, I worked at the financial aid office at a college, a PWI. And I assure you, every college has some finagle, right? All this criticism you're giving Jackson State, I keep telling y'all, Harvard lost $55 million and didn't even notice it. Didn't even notice it till it did what? Flag in the computer. After multiple people were complaining, like, hey, This girl keeps buying all these supplies. Anybody? Anybody? The era of big data analysis, PPP fraud can be traced. There you go. I mean, we always feel bad for the children, but at the end of the day, people have these kids. They know. Nuke Bizzle, the rapper, stole 1.2 million and rapped about it. I'm gonna look that up. That's just dumb. Let me look, because y'all can't be this dumb. Y'all really can't. I can't. Nuke Bizzle. Oh, this guy's a dummy. What a dummy. Oh, one day ago, Nuke Bizzle, who boasted about COVID. I can't. Oh my God, these dummies out here. Okay, let me see. Let me share the screen. Oh, thank you, John. John be adding comedy. He don't even know. Let me see if it pulls up. Rap. Is it gonna pull up? Oh no, the article's not pulling up. Let me do it again. Maybe because I have 27 daggone windows open. That might be a problem. That might be the problem. Let me go back. All right. Let's try it one more time. Excuse me. LA rapper who bragged about committing pandemic relief fraud sentenced to prison. Now, you know when he get to jail, they're going to talk shit to him. Ain't no way they not. They're going to be like, you dumb. Like, they going to say it. What are you in here for? Unless he goes to a white collar prison, which he could possibly too. He was sentenced to 6 years. Fontel Antonio Baines, 33, also known as Nuke Bizzle. If you're 33 years old still calling yourself Nuke Bizzle, you go to jail. Was sentenced to 77 months in federal prison in order to pay $704,000 in restitution. He's originally from Memphis. Ugh. Memphis, y'all can't go somewhere else and still be acting Memphis. He allegedly obtained $700,000 by exploiting the pandemic unemployment benefits in California. And he's got a face tattoo. Boy, boy, boy. Boy, boy, boy. I cannot. He obtained 92 fraudulent claims. Oh, yeah. See, he didn't do that alone. Somebody helped him. He included addresses in Beverly Hills, Koreatown, which he had access to, along with fake work histories. See, he was already in somebody else's scam, doing something else scammy. Let's just be honest. In 2020, they caught him with illegal possession of a semi-automatic pistol, 14 rounds of ammunition found in his Hollywood home. He pleaded to one count of mail fraud and pleaded guilty. Possession of oxycodone with intent to distribute in a case transferred from West District of Tennessee. He'd been in federal custody in October 2020. So he couldn't have been unemployed, quotation mark. Oh my God, this guy's a demi. A demi. You know, the story writes itself, man. Writes itself. Former IRS former IRS, they real wild. They really thinking, they really calling each other dumb. Typical, but the Mercedes, boy, that's the thing. 4G, yeah. YouTubers, so technically, yes, if you have an actual structured LLC business and you made yourself an employee of the business, YouTubers can get PPP. Out of all my businesses, the YouTube businesses that I have, because I sell consulting and coaching, they did qualify. So again, the whole thing, can YouTubers get it? YouTube is a job, y'all. Media running is a business. Consulting, all this stuff is a business. Google AdSense, when you go to get paid by Google, you have to put in your social or you have to put your EIN number in. So when people be making fun of YouTubers, I kind of laugh because I'm like, they reporting you. Trust. Listen, they better speak of that Spanish and get across that border. If that bank ever want to talk mess to Erica, I'm telling you, don't play with them. Soul Glow Night LLC. Yeah. Listen, she's sick. That's a sick woman. Cause don't worry. They working it down. They working it down. And bought a brand new Range Rover. She really trying to be goofy. I'm telling you, I know people who, not me personally, I'm just saying through the grapevine, I've heard of people who started their businesses literally off PPP money. And I was like, girl, they're gonna come back and realize that math don't add up. The dates, the times, the employees, all that stuff. All that stuff. Don't do it. Let me see. You did, Brandy. If you would love to do a little, little PowerPoint on captive insurance, let us know. Email us at the admin at classyclimbers.com. I'd love to hear your take on it. I love hearing different professionals' take on it. hmm The Chrisleys, yeah, the Chrisleys. Listen, 300,000 a year on clothes. The what took the Chrisleys down, sadly, was not the Chrisleys. It was Todd Chrisley's relationship, sexual in nature, with that man. Nobody's more petty or vindictive than a scorned woman, or in this case, a scorned gay man. He going to jail too. Like, he willing to take you down at all costs, even if that means he got to go to jail too. That's messy business. When you listen, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. If you ever dealing with somebody, and I dealt with somebody in the past 2 years who was willing to burn their own selves down, like prove that they did not do this work, and they basically accused me of something. And I said, you're willing to tell where you took my money and didn't finish this work? No problem. No problem. When you want to sue me, I'm gonna sue you because I'm gonna show where you didn't do your work, right? A lot of times with these contractors and these people, they out here acting wow. But always beware of somebody who is willing to burn their own shirt off their back just to try to flame you up. No, I'm telling you, Todd Chrisley, they would have been coasting, still chilling, and they kids would have still had their TV shows, and they still got their podcast, but that's different because that's all them, right? But literally, you going to jail because your boyfriend, your ex lover, that you decided to put to the side is pissed. That's why you're going to jail right now. That's stupid. Because if you look at the evidence of the case, it all came from the ex-lover, allegedly, who submitted the documents, knowing full well by submitting the documents they would not have immunity and they would also go to jail. That's a crazy person. That's like the African proverb: never believe a person say they love you if they don't have a Never believe a person said they'll put a shirt on your back if they don't even have a shirt on their body or something. Something crazy like that. But it's just like when somebody says I love you and they don't even love themselves. You're like, you don't even know how to love yourself. You can't love me. Exactly. Don't talk about the fraud. The right way to use the PPP money was to pay staff. You could have allotted a portion of it to pay the office rent, the office utilities, and people on payroll. That was it. That was it. It was payroll based, and you could have allotted some marketing. Like, it had to be like a less than 5% of your budget. So my whole thing with people was like, what was you doing? Like, the number one thing I saw with people is, and I'm just telling what I saw in certain mastermind groups. They had already made their company an S corp, and then they had made themselves an employee anyway. And some of the sole proprietors had made themselves an official on the books employee. So they were getting paychecks via QuickBooks, getting paychecks via whatever payroll services they were using. So yes, they did qualify for one employee. Now let's say you happen to pay yourself $100K a year. Well, when you got a PPP for 150, okay, you took the 50, paid the office, paid your utilities office, paid your other stuff, and then they paid themselves 100. That didn't catch nobody. That's not a flag. You're actually an employee. Some of these dummies just didn't even have the proper structure, didn't have stuff set up. You know all that. All that. Todd's not going to rough jail. Todd's going to white collar jail. So he's fine. Those kids are his. Have you seen them jaw lines on them babies? And now say what you will about Todd, but them children, he make them children. They be looking just like him, like they just coughed up. Oh yeah, I mean, that's the sad part. They do forensic accounting of dates and time and money. That's why when people saw me, they were like, "Oh, Erica, I saw you on the PP." I was like, "You didn't see all my companies. I got 15 employees sitting up in this office, documented, W2s, W4s out, like documented." And that was one of those things I just was like, "This ain't to play with." I got on a couple different phone arguments with grown people trying to tell me PPP was for them to start a business. If you don't get off my line trying to hem me up and whatever craziness you doing, I don't agree. I don't know what you're talking about. You need to get off my phone. People were talking crazy. But the simplest part of this is $1 million, and any of these people in a real business, even the proficient tax lady, a real million, if she'd have bought any, maybe two, if not three pieces of property in Atlanta for real, she'd have been absolutely fine. The returns would have been there, right? Or even if some of these people take 350,000 and throw it in REITs. I'm talking about REITs that give 12%, 15% returns. Let me go ahead and do that math real quick. 350,000 times 12% returns. You're talking about 42,000 a year. You're talking about enough to cover your bills. You're talking about enough to take care of yourself. But these people weren't even thinking in that consistent frame mindset. This is why just be giving people money doesn't solve the issue. If they don't have training, if they don't have skills, if they haven't leveled up in their mindset, again, it's not going to help them. The 18-year-old boy I told y'all in North Carolina that was going on his way to his second job won $1 million in the lottery in North Carolina. Well, they gave him a choice. Okay, you take, and this is how crazy it is. He didn't even know the choices. He showed up that day and they told him, hey, you can get $50,000 every year for the next 20 years. He's 18 years old, y'all. Or you could take a lump sum of 600,000. Well, of course, after North Carolina taxes and federal taxes, right? So right off the rip, they took 400,000. So then North Carolina, they hit him with taxes. His total walking away is 426,000. He's like, oh, I want to buy a brand new Colorado, whatever truck. So let's go ahead and minus a $50,000 truck. He already at 376. In that part of North Carolina, if he buy a brand new house, he'd be out of money. This is the stuff that people aren't thinking about. Like, well, maybe he'll be good with it. Even the comments are like, maybe he'll manage it well. No, 50K for the next 20 years would have been a much better deal. He'll go to work. He'll make some money. He'll do some things with the money. But he would always have a 50K bump to his year where he could invest or do something. People like, lump sum me. Give me the lump sum. And I'm like, that doesn't work like you think it does. Most people's minds are not even educated. If you're out there playing the lottery right now, throwing money every week to the lottery, which is basically gambling, your mindset is not wrapped around investment, long-term investment. I worked for the IRS years ago. I wouldn't dare play with them like that. I saw too many fraudulent returns and their penalties cross my desk. Whew. PPP was for replacing paychecks because businesses had to close. It was also for business rent utilities. Thank you. Everybody keeps acting like, well, what was the PPP for? I don't understand how they get these big numbers. They got the big numbers because they were lying and saying they had 50 employees, 100 employees. Well, that's just it. That's my biggest thing. I keep telling y'all, if you're not registered with the Chamber of Commerce, the city, you're not doing events at certain levels of businesses. If you had 50 employees, 100 employees, you're going to be donating to charities in your town. You're going to be going to Chamber of Commerce events. You're going to be reported in the newspaper. You're going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony at your business. There's going to be different things going on. So when people wrote on paper, hey, I have this business doing this, and you did a quick Google, you couldn't even find a website. You couldn't find a 1-800 number. They knew. They were going to wrap up a lot of these people real quick from that being dumb. Just being dumb. But yeah, I got in straight up arguments with people. When you have company friends like Broke Friends LLC, F the System LLC, Satanic Lies LLC being approved for a certain amount of money, it's a recipe for disaster. Financial rebel, thank you. Every time people literally listen, I was on phones arguing with people. They were like, this is for you to start your business and pay your bills. And I was like, no, it's not. All my staff walked away with lovely money and paychecks and kept getting paid as they sat on their butt at home. And also we had some people who had COVID at the office, so we had to send everybody home anyway. But like literally, I didn't have it. I was fine. But literally, like it was for your payroll. That's why when I sat here and talked about QuickBooks and using all these systems and Gusto payroll, people were like, oh, is there somebody to train? Is there somebody to do it for me? And I'm like, this is the bottom line. This is the bottom line. Like you need to have payroll, one for your taxes, payroll taxes, and the government's accounting that money. So the black dude who said he had 100 guys in a trucking company, first of all, I know DOT was like, I say what? Where the P test at? Where the applications? Where's the money? Oh, hold up. DOT probably was over there ringing the bell. So to say you had 100 trucking employees, as that one dude did, or to say you have all these employees and W-2 paperwork is not being filled out, it's a flag already on the play. You know what I'm saying? It's already a flag on the play. Already. Thank you, Financial Row. If 18-year took annuity out, annuity on average gives you 7%. There's different annuities, so let me not be disrespectful, but on average, 7% returns. So 7%, I'm just going to go annual, $29,000, $820. There's different ones, though. I'm not going to try to pull it like that. Uncle JoJo getting hemmed up for PPP fraud for filing for fake strip clubs. It's getting crazy. Pleasure plea. Federal prosecutors aren't playing with these folks. There are no plea deals being offered by federal prosecutors for PPP loan. It really isn't. This isn't. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Adam. The Adam's Apple stronghold. Thank you. But when people say, "Oh, Erica, these exaggerations, you can't turn $1 million into 30 million," you really can. The way that the loans are working for real estate right now, the way loans are working, margin, not butter, but margin on stock accounts, like you could take $1 million and turn it into 30 million. It's just not going to be overnight, though. It's not going to be this Philly flip, though. It just isn't. If you're in the private YouTube side, you've already seen where I talked about possibly making 10 to 15 million next year off of just simple real estate repeated cycle 5 different times. 5 to 10, but 5 times. And a lot of it comes from land and real estate. Today, I had a great phone conversation with another YouTuber about land and real estate and them investing in an area. And guess what they did? They bought tax deeds. They called up business owners. They used Facebook Marketplace. All these things I keep telling you, they really did it. And they really see, oh my God, I bought up a whole block. And so at the end of the day, when I'm sitting here telling you, government ain't gonna play. They're gonna come get their coins, right? I told people when this happened, I said the PPP wasn't the real money. The PPP washed out the silly, right? They washed out the silly. The real money was this infrastructure bill that's $1 billion that's going all over the place in the form of government contracts. And you already know they have to supply minority Americans, Black, white women fall under minority, midgets, everybody falls under minority almost. A proportion of these contracts, and these people are weeding themselves out of the deal, right? Because even if these people come out of jail, now somebody hiring you for certain companies can't even hire you. I don't know if you guys saw the video I did with Anybody's Houses and Gigi Miss C Notes. They have one of their students. He's an Asian young man. He messed up when he was 15 years old with some fraud, right? Now he's in his 30s. He's 33. He can't, 15 years later, paid his debt to society, going on about his way. He cannot get access to banks. This stuff is really gonna affect a lot of people in a way they don't even understand years down the road. They really don't understand. Have you seen PPP loan gone? Did you see through that ass? Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all this. In North Carolina, I went to go get a LLC, and I was naming it after my grandma. I was like Mary Frances. So I put MF like farming or MF foundation, something related to real estate. And they rejected, immediately sent me a letter saying rejected me, that. And so I called the number. I said, hey, I'm trying to name this. Well, ma'am, you put MF on the paperwork. And I said, well, yeah, my grandma's name's Mary Frances. The guy laughs and then was just like, ma'am, we thought it was a cuss word. And I was like, okay, can y'all still do it? He's like, well, you need to do it this way. And I'm like, what? So for these people to have these LLCs go through the system without being flagged, it's a wild time out here. Wild time to be alive. Diane, this is the part when they are convicted, they are felons for life and they can't get welfare or Section 8 or any federal government benefits when they're elderly. I think the majority of Black women, because I saw 3 homeless Black women today, I was like, what? But I think they came from this home down the street that houses halfway house. I said, you know what it is? They got felons. Because if not, they'd have Section 8, they'd have food stamps, they would be somewhere protected. they wouldn't be out over here begging in the street. Now they may be on drugs, they may have other issues, but that's a lot of what we're not. That's not what we're talking about. We see a lot of these black men who are homeless and different things like that in different cities, and I think it's the felony part to it that's blocking a lot of these people from being able to access good housing. So it's really unfortunate. There's levels to it. There's levels to it. I'd have to look that up. I hate to even do a show like that. I know I still need to get with Finance Rebel to do a show. Philly been out there acting wild, but I'm not certain. Let me see. Because I remember this girl's family, her brother got hit in the head with a lock, and he was slow after that. And he could not get. Yeah, right now it says Social Security, Disability Insurance, SSDI, and Supplemental Security Income, SSI, payments are generally not payable for months that you are in prison for committing a crime. Let me see if it do ex-prisoners get it. Is based on individual release from incarceration may be eligible for Social Security benefits. Depends. Again, it's a question mark. It's a question mark. Ain't that crazy? Man. So yeah, it's a case by case basis. That's crazy. Case by case basis. Isn't that interesting? So yeah, again, wow, case by case. Age of crime. Yeah, it's on there. Some of the articles are saying age of crime. That's crazy. Government out here billions of dollars in contracts and tech and legitimately get that money. Legitimately get that money. So many ways to get it. Y'all saw I posted that video earlier of Philly where it was driving through a hood, and I was just like, is there a trash collection government contract in Philly? Good gracious. Because if it is, that's a moneymaker. Go cleaning up the dump and all that trash I saw in that video. Don't they have a COVID-19 fraud task force? I'm pretty sure they don't have any statute of limitations. They're working it. They're working it, but it's not a big one. It really what it came down to is if you had over $1 million, you were automatically flagged for review. The average business, if you actually go check it out, where's the website? Let me see if I bought it. The actual website shows the average person in business got 350,000. So that's why when people say, "Oh, these businesses are suffering," and these real estate owners and these real estate developers are suffering, I'm like, not really. Depending on how they wrote that up, I know one company where they're property managers, but everybody in there is related. They're all family, so it's like 8 family members, and I know they got 350. So it's like that payroll was the family, So having felons in your house, specifically government housing or having Section 8 voucher, will definitely cause you to be guilty by association. What you do when you're younger matters. It really does. It's unfortunate because it doesn't allow our system for a person to recover. And people can get an EIN number to open bank accounts. Yes, EIN numbers are free. I know, yeah, you can't receive financial aid for school, which is the prime example of stupid. We will not let them go to college for free, and that's where they need to be, or recovering themselves. The Philly mob owns the trash. Hey, I believe it. I believe it. Businesses who the PPP loans were intended for didn't get it due to fraud. It's some of the businesses didn't listen. This is Diana. I want to correct this. No, the reason majority of businesses, especially black businesses and Latino businesses, which was 80%, did not get the PPP loan. You know why they didn't get it? Because their paperwork was not in order. Their paperwork was in shambles. And honestly, the average black owned business has 1 employee or no employees. So a lot of people do contract work. I know a lot of black people who have 5, 6 guys, and they're all 1099 contractors working at his construction company. So no one's an employee, they're 1099. So technically he would not count for the PPP loan. He may be able to slide through it if he wants to change their designation, but that was what I met. A lot of black business owners who had all these contractors, 1099 employees, and they could not qualify for the PPP. That was a big problem, is the lack of black owned businesses, 1, having paperwork, Latino businesses having paperwork, and 2, they didn't have employees. They had 1099. So that hurt a lot of African American business owners. And that's why it was so odd when they start seeing the numbers. They said something's wrong here. It was too many people appealing for it. Wayne, that's part of it too. That's unfortunately, Wayne, that's part of it, right? Because I know two home healthcare people who all her home healthcare workers are 1099. And she really could have used it because she couldn't go in all the houses because of COVID. So it's like her business was affected, but she didn't have employees except for herself. So she couldn't count the other ladies. And there you go. Therein lies the problem. Paperwork is truly the hiccup that gets a lot of business owners. It's the paperwork. Yeah, they kind of backed in, was typically out of sorts. Yeah, the back end was out of sorts, and tax preparer, it was crazy. If you go ask your average tax preparer, they were being inundated with phone calls and flooded with hey, I need my books updated, and people are like, we can't get your information back right in order for you to qualify. And I know one or two people who did get some of their clients' information right, but then their clients didn't feel good about applying because they realized, oh, I'm only going to get 20. I'm only going to get 40. Oh, this was not, why do all this work for this? I'm just telling y'all. A lot of people didn't have their paperwork together. Again, I was with a group of these white guys in this mastermind, and 4 or 5 of them had 5 part-time employees and got 350,000. I'm like, what? I'm just sitting there looking crazy. All right. So it was very interesting. It was very interesting. But I don't want to keep y'all here all night. This was the big part of what I wanted to talk about was a lot of people didn't have their paperwork together. If you're going to come to the live trainings, I think we have another credit live training this Saturday, or it's a Sunday. I have to look at the documents, but I think it's Saturday. Another live training. We're going to talk about several small banks inside the digital real estate. We're probably going to talk about the $1 to $30 million range. I'm going to do a 1 to 30 million for multiple courses. I'm going to do 1 to 30 million for the middleman to millions. I'm going to do 1 to 30 million for the tax liens. I'm going to do it in a unique way with the slides because I want it to go more in depth. But here on YouTube, I can't go but so in depth, right? Most people come here to argue and challenge and fight, and I don't have time for it. So anyways, you guys, this is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. Make sure you grab those courses so you can get the email tomorrow for the live training. I look forward to talking to a lot of you, and I hope this was information, and I hope you got it. So anyways, you guys, I do bookings. It is a consult. The Calendly link. It'll be at the first comment, tagged in the first comment. So even if you're not even getting the alerts, just log into the account. Every live training has been put inside the courses before we even send the email out. So it's already inside the course. The links for the live training are inside the courses. And then so you can log in, click the link, you're there. So, all right, you guys, this is your girl Erica, Classy Climb blog. I'm out.